Yo, what is going on, everyone? Thanks so much for tuning in today. My name is Jesline, and in this video we have another Sims 4 build. And we are starting from scratch because this is going to be a new one. And this building was originally found and searched for a Planet Zoo video / build and project altogether. So it's quite like an interesting twist in terms of what we're going to be using this inspirational source from. And if you're not familiar with the Planet Zoo videos and things we do in Planet Zoo, then feel free to check out the videos. We'll leave a link in the description down below, which will redirect you to one of the most recent as of now projects. So you're able to see what we are working on and what we are doing. But I will be able to show a photo as well of the build itself that we are currently doing in The Sims 4. To give like a quick understanding on the overall inspiration source for the build itself. So it's a quite quirky build, and the roof itself doesn't really work out like greatly in The Sims 4, but like altogether whenever it's all finished it does work pretty nicely, but maybe like not as much as what the original build or concept rather from the photo would actually sort of look like. So altogether it's quite interesting. And we're also going to be emphasizing and modifying that inspiration source a little bit, because like what we can see from the photo itself is only like one shot from like the side-ish front of the building and not necessarily like what's behind it. And the extension that we are currently building in the video right now is going to be the bedroom for the house itself. But I'm not entirely sure if that's like part of the normal build or not. But because it's The Sims 4 and we also need to make sure that the Sims are able to sleep somewhere, we are just like adding something to it ourselves with the similar style as what we've been creating for the main building. And in the main building we will be creating all the other spots and places which like a normal house would have. So a restroom, for example. And also the living room, the kitchen, and also like a place to hang up your coat whenever you enter the house itself. So it will be quite interesting. And along the way, which you will see, is here and there that we are going to be like modifying through the video. So we'll be like starting with the kitchen first at some point. But if we start with the interior decorations, but at some point we sort of like go back to it and modify it slightly. And that's more with ideas and suggestions from everyone in the Twitch chat whenever we were building this, because all the builds also for The Sims 4 have originally been created in live streams over on Twitch. So if you haven't already, feel free to check out one of those live streams in the future. We'll leave a link in the description down below as well, which will redirect you to the Twitch channel. But with the ideas that were like boiling up from also like myself, but also from people in chat, we keep on modifying things here and there along the way. So it's more the final build that's like finished in a couple videos will be of course the final steps that we sort of do to complete the build, and the modification do go like away from the original build, of course. Also with the extra modification steps, the overall gameplay is quite long. Like we used a couple streams to get this build going. That's also for the outside, because the garden area is quite big, and or the building itself is not that massive. Therefore, the grass and everything, and the outside area is quite big, and therefore also takes a little bit of time to decorate everything. Because of course with the Sims build that we've been creating so far, I'm trying to get a nicely natural look going. So if you would like sort of go for like a forest walk, for example, like loads of trees, rocks everywhere, and like with the smaller bushes, flowers, plants, etc. It took a little bit of time to get all that sort of placed and going. But once again, with the final build that will be shown in a couple videos, it turned out quite well. So this build will be divided like in a couple videos. So we'll be working on the exterior mostly here, and the interior of the kitchen and the restroom. We do start a little bit on the living room as well, but not so much. It's more the foundations, and the actual decorations will be done in the next video. And in that second video we're going to be like finishing the living room, but also the bedroom. and also be placing all the decorational pieces inside. So it's gonna be like the actual building works in the first 2 videos, and in the third video we'll like cramp everything in with the exterior work, as in the garden and yeah, like the trees, the rocks, all those things. That will be for the next video. So for now, but thank you all so much for tuning in today. It's very, very kind. Thank you so much. Hopefully you all enjoy the remaining of the speed build of the new project in The Sims 4. And yeah, hopefully I will see you all in a future video over here on YouTube, and otherwise in a future live stream over on Twitch. Links in the description. So if you are like interested in those live streams, then feel free to check on out in the future. But for now though, once again, thank you so much. I will see you later. Stay safe. Have a good one. Bye bye.